Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's video. My name is Alya and I'm so glad you stopped by. Today we're going to be talking about the most active part of our body, the eye, and how it never stops. At the same time, we're going to be taking the makeup off, which is quite a big difference. Usually we're putting the makeup on, and please do excuse my voice. It's a little bit back, but not all the way, but I just couldn't resist but keep up with my uploading schedule and tell you guys all about eyes. And this time not about makeup, but about cleansing the face for a wind down routine for the night. So I hope my voice isn't too terrible and too annoying, but this is the best I can do at the moment. I know it sounds dreadful. I hope you don't find it too annoying and will still watch this fun video. Okay, so I've got this very used little towelette here. It's covered in makeup, it always is. It needs a good wash with proper detergent, but it's good enough for my little nighttime routine. I usually only wash it every sort of 2-3 days. I've got here a bowl of soapy water. I only use Thieves soap, and it's really nice and warm. It was hot just before I started filming, so towel, of course. And I'll be sort of showing you a few different wonderful products that I use every night as I go along, so you can also acquire them if you need. And I'm going to also be trying, finally, the charcoal bar soap, which I've been meaning to try for months and months. It's been sitting on my desk. It's meant to be fantastic for acne and all that sort of thing, really great at cleansing. And because we're in masks all the time, it's a really great time to start using this beautiful soap. It smells amazing, very citrusy smell. Orange blossom in it, so that makes sense. So in with the warm water it goes. Human beings or mammals actually have quite a few organs that are highly metabolic, that never fully shut down. One example is the heart, another the lungs. Our nose never stops, we're always breathing and smelling. We're constantly producing mucus and saliva and things like that. Our skin keeps regenerating even while we're sleeping. So the body's still very much awake and alive, even when we're sleeping and resting. One really great bit of evidence about that is, what's the first thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning? You want to go to the toilet. So that's a good sign that our kidneys are very much active as we sleep. I'm going to take some of my soap. Yeah. So why do the eyes need to be so active? Are they recovering? Are they seeing something while we're sleeping? What's the reason for the eyes' activity? It's kind of creepy actually if you think about it. Why would the eyes be needing to be, still doing things even though we're fast asleep? Well, the eyes go through this really interesting phase while we're resting, especially when we're in deep sleep, in REM sleep, which actually stands for rapid eye movement sleep. And that is said to be when we are having our most deep sleep. Many professors and scientists have actually suggested that REM sleep is when we dream. During this rapid eye movement sleep, we get a lot of very specific neurotransmitters and very specific chemicals transmitting through our brains and through our bodies, and it's allowing us to rest and recover and all those cells to regenerate around our body. So basically resting and healing to occur. I'm going to add some of my mirror cleansing oil, just 2 pumps. Okay. Our retinal cells never ever stop. They actually can't stop. If they were to ever stop, they would actually go through a sort of toxicity. They need to be constantly removing things from inside the eye and constantly working on keeping the status quo of the back of the eye. The way the little light receptors actually work is when the light isn't coming in, you've got little sort of almost garbage man cells in there taking byproduct out. As you can imagine, it takes a lot for a little cell to receive light all the time. we actually don't translate all the light we receive. Our little receptors are constantly being bombarded by different information and different light. They have to then send all these messages through to the brain so that it can become vision. We also have a really exposed part of the eye. We have the conjunctiva and we have the cornea, the very clear dome-shaped thing at the very front of our eye. As you can imagine, if it wasn't to be highly protected and highly regenerated, it would probably suffer from infections. It would be constantly under threat of damage, and therefore our sight would be very vulnerable. By constantly regenerating, it actually allows it to continue to be smooth all the time and receive light that can go all the way back to that retina, that can constantly have the little garbage man cells come along and clear out all the debris that happened due to light being metabolized or translated, whatever the case. So all the different areas are constantly under maintenance while we're sleeping more than ever to allow constant vision to be possible. So I use this little diaper cream just around here where I'm having some trouble with my skin. Just a little tiny amount. So I warm it up in my fingertips and just rub it into underneath here and over here. Anywhere where I don't like my pores, or I'm having a breakout, or especially now with the masks, I'm finding that where they're sitting, it's really bad. So we're really lucky that our eyes are just so regenerative. In fact, it only takes 7 to 14 days for the cornea to fully recover, to be a brand new cornea. It only takes seconds for the retinal cells, for the rods and cones, to get fully rid of all the debris they've made and new debris to form, and it's a constant, ongoing, never stopping, never ending kind of process. Now we're going to put some beautiful cream that has the wonderful dry skin serum inside, and we're going to use a little cat paw applicator to do it with. It's really important to help protect the eyes so that they're able to do all these things. During the day, you can help protect the eyes by reducing how much UV and blue light they're exposed to. You can take regular rests during the day. You can eat a diet that's really rich in antioxidants, especially ones that have been shown to be very fruitful for the eye. Things like green leafy vegetables and all that sort of good stuff. I have a whole video talking about that actually just recently. So if you want to know more about how to protect the eye, by all means do have a little look at all the different ways that we can help the eye along. Just like the skin and just like the rest of our body, our muscles, our lungs, our heart, every little bit, it's really important to give the eyes rest. Now you might say, you just said that the eyes never really stop. It's true, they don't. But you can reduce how much information and how much new metabolism they have to do. So for example, when you're sleeping, it's good to have a nice dark room. If you're someone who likes a little bit of light while they sleep, it's good to have a nice warm light, maybe even a red colored light, to counteract all the bright light of the day. Especially for children who like a night light, I would recommend a red light. It's a really good alternative to reduce all that horrible damaging light that's going in their eyes. Even with the protection of your eyelids, some light does seep through, and it's best to have as little going on in the eyes while we're resting. Now, today's whole video was brought on by how busy life has been. Even without a voice, I have managed to keep so incredibly busy. Those of you who have come to my channel before will know I run a soup kitchen as well. And just before I sat down to record this video that I wasn't able to record in advance because I had no voice at all, I was actually at a cook-off. It's been our first cook-off that we've done in our own personal kitchen. We didn't have to rent a kitchen from anybody. Of course, it wasn't without its dramas because nothing ever is, but it's such a wonderful day. We were able to cook again, hundreds and hundreds of meals that will go out to those who cannot cook for themselves anymore. Beautiful, nutritious meals with a Eastern European twist always. Things that are nostalgic to these recipients. But I can never feel that my day is complete until I upload for you guys, till I talk about the importance of eye health and tell you a little more about this really important organ. I hope you found today's video interesting. You learned a little bit about a night routine and skincare, and a little bit about the most metabolic part of our body, the eyes. You know, even though the eye uses so little energy to actually move, the muscles of the eyes are tiny and require very little energy. The actual processing that the brain requires from everything that the eye sees and everything that the eye absorbs is tremendous. The brain, only weighing 2% of the body, actually takes 20% of the body's energy to work. Of course, it's not just eyes, it's everything. But needless to say, something that's always on, like an eye, will take quite a bit to then translate into the brain. Alright, my lovelies, I hope that you are well rested, unlike me. I hope you all are I hope you're all feeling well. I hope my voice comes back. It's probably because I talk so much. So I have actually been seen, so I know that I'm not actually sick, for those of you who will probably be concerned after watching this video. I have a very, very, very swollen larynx because of some screaming I was doing. It's a long story, but basically I don't have anything different to someone who's been to a concert or something like that. So hopefully this comes back quickly, and I can get back to my regular filming so that I can get back to my regular uploading, and I can see more of you guys watching this channel and finding out more about Alya's creations. Head over to Instagram to see heaps of photos and events and things that are going on. Luckily, that is a silent platform for the most part, so I can continue to upload there. Subscribe if you haven't already. I swear I don't sound like this all the time. Not that my voice is wonderful, but it's certainly better than this normally. And wherever you are around the world, my lovelies, I hope you're well and safe and having a great time. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye.